You think you're alone, but there they are. Your cat, silently watching from the doorway or popping up out of nowhere. Why do they keep checking on you? Turns out, their little visits have more meaning than you think. Reason 1. They're just making sure you're okay. Your cat might not speak your language, but they're incredibly tuned in to your emotions. When something feels off, maybe you're sick, upset, or just unusually quiet, your cat can sense it. They're not just being nosy, they're genuinely checking in. It's their version of asking, "Hey, are you all right?" Some cats will sit quietly nearby, while others will meow, rub against you, or even follow you from room to room. These small behaviors may seem random, but they often come from a place of concern and connection. Cats may act aloof, but deep down, many form strong emotional bonds with their humans. So the next time your feline companion suddenly appears at your side, it might just be their way of saying, "I'm here for you." Reason 2. It's part of their routine. Cats thrive on routine, and once something becomes part of their daily rhythm, they stick to it like clockwork. If your cat has gotten used to checking on you at certain times, maybe when you wake up, sit at your desk, or relax on the couch, they'll likely keep doing it day after day. It's not just habit, it's comfort. Familiar patterns make them feel secure, and checking in on you becomes one of those reassuring rituals. They might quietly observe you from a corner or hop into your lap like it's scheduled. To them, you're a consistent part of their world, and by making you part of their routine, they're reinforcing that bond. So don't be surprised if your furry timekeeper shows up right on cue. Reason 3. They're looking for reassurance. Change can be unsettling for cats. Whether it's a new piece of furniture, a guest in the house, or even just a shift in your mood, cats pick up on the difference, and they may come to you for comfort. Checking on you becomes their way of making sure everything is still safe and familiar. If they're feeling anxious or uncertain, your presence helps ground them. A gentle look, a soft word, or a familiar scent can reassure them that things are okay. It's not always about you. Sometimes they need the emotional boost. So when your cat approaches you seemingly out of nowhere, it might be their way of saying, "Please tell me everything's still normal." Reason 4. You're their favorite spot. To your cat, you're more than just a food dispenser. You're warmth, comfort, and safety all in one. If they keep checking on you, it might be because you're their favorite place to be. Cats love soft blankets, sunny windowsills, and they're humans. Maybe they're looking for a cozy nap spot, or maybe they just want to be near the sound of your voice or the rhythm of your breathing. Some will curl up on your lap, others simply sit nearby, content just knowing you're close. It's not always about doing something, it's about presence. When your cat checks in throughout the day, it could be their way of saying, "I feel best when I'm near you." And honestly, that's pretty sweet. Reason 5. They're bored and want interaction. Cats may seem independent, but they still crave mental stimulation and social interaction, especially if they're indoor cats. When they keep checking on you, it might be their way of saying, "I'm bored, entertain me." Without enough toys, climbing spots, or playtime, your cat may turn to you as their main source of excitement. They might meow, nudge you, or just sit and stare until you give them attention. Even brief moments of interaction, like tossing a toy or talking to them, can make a big difference. If your cat follows you around more than usual, it could be a sign they need more enrichment in their environment. So if you keep catching those curious eyes on you, maybe it's time for a quick play session or a new game. Reason 6. They're watching over their territory. Cats are naturally territorial, and believe it or not, you're part of that territory. When your cat checks on you, it might be less about affection and more about making sure everything in their domain is under control. From their perspective, you're a moving piece in their carefully mapped out world. If you're in a different room or doing something unusual, they may come by just to ensure all is well. It's their instinct kicking in. They're surveying their space, confirming that nothing's out of order and that you're still where you belong. It's not possessiveness in a negative way, it's protection. Your cat's little patrols are their way of saying, I'm keeping an eye on my human. Everything looks good. By the way, if you're still watching, chances are you're enjoying this video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Reason 7. They smell something interesting. Cats experience the world through their noses far more than we do. If you've been outside, visited someone else's home, touched another animal, or even cooked something unusual, your cat will notice instantly. That's when the inspection begins. They might sniff your hands, your clothes, your shoes, trying to decode where you've been and what you've done. Their constant checking might be fueled by pure curiosity about the new scents you bring into their environment. To them, these smells are clues in a mystery only they can solve. Even a change in soap or laundry detergent can catch their attention. So when your cat suddenly becomes obsessed with following you around, they might just be on a scent-driven investigation. Reason 8. They're reminding you of something. Cats are surprisingly good at keeping track of time, especially when it benefits them. If your cat keeps checking on you around the same time each day, there's a good chance they're reminding you of something important to them. Maybe it's dinner time, playtime, or their favorite window view moment. Some cats will sit and stare. Others will meow, paw at you, or lead you toward what they want. It's their not-so-subtle way of saying, "Hey, don't forget what you owe me." These little check-ins often come with purpose, and once a pattern is established, your cat will expect consistency. So if you've ever felt like your cat is staring into your soul right before mealtime, they probably are. Reason 9. They're bonding with you. Checking on you isn't always about need, it's often about connection. In the wild, cats in the same social group will groom each other, nap together, or simply stay nearby. Your cat sees you as part of their social circle, and regular visits are their way of maintaining that bond. Even if they don't want to be touched, just being in your presence builds trust and companionship. It's a quiet, subtle form of affection that doesn't always involve cuddles or purring. If your cat frequently enters the room, looks at you, then calmly settles nearby, it's a strong sign they feel safe and connected to you. These little moments are their version of saying, "We're in this together." Reason 10. They're just curious creatures. At the heart of it all, cats are endlessly curious. They want to know what you're doing, where you're going, and why you're making that weird noise with the blender. If your cat keeps checking on you, it might simply be because you're the most interesting thing happening in their world. You open doors, move objects, talk to yourself, and disappear into rooms. How could they not be intrigued? Their natural instinct drives them to investigate anything that changes in their environment, and you are no exception. Whether you're working on your laptop, cooking dinner, or just lying on the couch, your cat may feel compelled to pop in and see what's going on. After all, curiosity didn't kill the cat. It made them great at keeping tabs. So, the next time your cat quietly appears in the doorway or jumps up beside you for no clear reason, remember, it's not random. Whether they're checking on you out of concern, curiosity, habit, or pure affection, it's their unique way of staying connected. These little visits may seem subtle, but they say a lot about the bond you share. Your cat might not speak your language, but their actions are full of meaning. So take a moment, give them a scratch behind the ears, and appreciate the silent love they show, one curious glance at a time.